Hey, I really like you, Ray. What shall we do today? Tell me more, cause I don't know what to say. Yeah, I know there'll be other decks to play, but I only want you, that's true. Cause I really wanna play a Master Duel with you. Hey, we've returned. We have returned. This is probably another crazy match, I feel, right? Of course, please leave a like, comment, sub, all that fun stuff. We draw Rosie O'Donnell, Lava Gotham, Rhoda, good old multi-roll, Linkage. They're gonna Pot of Prosperity. How many cards you got? 40 cards, you'd love to see it. Shout out DB Grinder. I don't know who plays Prosperity, to be honest, outside of like Floanderies, maybe Labrynth. Who knows? Oh, never mind, JK Spright. Sprite. Swap Prog, Nibiru. They add Nimble Beaver, sure. When it's normal summon, they can get another one, the free pop off. There you go. They got other Nimble Beaver. They got Sprite Blue. So we're playing against Spright. That's interesting. I don't think I see too often them playing Prosperity, right? I guess add starter. Hey, it doesn't matter. We're just gonna Lava Golem him. Right. This Lava Golem. Gigantic Spright. There you go. They're probably gonna search the other one, right? So Carrot, we got red. Spright Elf into special summon anything. I'll be Carrot again. Una Moss, go into IP Masquerena. Pass turn, right? What's that one? Alright, let's see what we draw. Draw Ray. Well, alright. How do you play around this, right? How do you play around this? You gotta deal with well, we can get rid of two things anyways with Lava Golem, right? But we gotta play around a spell and a monster negate. So what do you do first? What do you do first? This was a horrible decision. It was a terrible decision. This is my fault. Well, I wouldn't say it's the wrong line of play, because obviously, let's say they're very smart and like you chain, I don't know, this, maybe they negate it. If they don't, then they don't, right? I think they would probably not shotgun Rhoda unless you're down to like 2 cards, right? So, you gotta play around Spright Elf, right? Because keep in mind, let's say you activate anything, either they negate it or Spright Elf's gonna proc and they're gonna special summon, say, I don't know, the Spright Blue in their graveyard, or maybe the Jet, so they can add starter or smashers or whatever they need, right? And then go from there. So it's not, I don't think it's wrong, but like, obviously I could have done different things. For example, I could have just baited out the first spell negate or something with multi-roll. Maybe they think like I'm gonna do something, right? But they end up not taking the bait at all. So I'm like, please take it. They don't. They just ogre me. Well, rip. What can you do, right? What can you do? Sometimes this game sucks. They just play an ogre. Rip. We're gonna roll it. We'll see if they take it. They don't. We have to play, right? They do. So I'm like, well, ripperoni. It's gonna pass turn. At least our wrote it resolve, so we draw Ray. Just pass turn, hope for the best, right? I remember they probably have a starter card in here. It's probably like Spright Smashers or something. They're gonna take 1k, maybe they'll come up. They're gonna summon Maxi and try to go for game. But I don't know why they would. Part of me doesn't understand why. Well, I understand why, because I guess they're trying to maybe play around. Well, spell and trap cards, so maybe they're trying to play around Imperm or something. Because like, why would you ever let go Lava Golem? Because remember, Lava Golem plus like your Spright Elf and then Gigantic Spright if they go down that route, and as they say, search like, you know, Spright, the other one that gains attack and all that. That's game easy for us, but for some reason they're being dumb. Right, or maybe they misplayed because they saw Lava Golem. Like, I got rid of that, you know, tunnel vision, right? I gotta get rid of Lava Golem. I gotta get rid of it, but they're just gonna pop off. We'll fast forward for a little bit. As you see why this is their complete downfall. Don't BM, gang. See, look, Spright, Pixies, right? Maybe, I don't know. Frogs and Ronin Totem. Hilarious. Ah! 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 Oh my goodness. We're down to 100. Hey, I'm just saying, if they had still had Lava Golem, would have been gone, but for some reason they got rid of that. So maybe misplay on their part, maybe it's their own arrogance, thinking they don't need that, and then they miscalculated and like, oops, it's not enough. I can guarantee they were like shaking in their boots because we know this is, I don't know, mystery card, probably not a handy, maybe it's max cope, maybe it's whatever, right? But this doesn't do anything, and we know this is probably like Sprite Smash or something, so we gotta play around that. That's fine. Now we're free to pop off because all we gotta deal with, let's see what we draw. Dank Ruler, hilarious. So all we gotta deal with really is Carrot, which is a spell and trap. We ain't got no spell and traps right now, but maybe we'll be greedy to send a engage to grave, right, or something like that. And also Spright Pixies is something we kind of have to play around, right? Because during damage calculation, if another one of these monsters is enter battle, you can send this from hand or field to the graveyard, and then it gains attack to equal to this. So it's basically honest, right? So we can't attack any of these monsters. We can attack this though, so that's fine. And we gotta play around spell trap negate, maybe Sprite Smashers and mystery card. So we're gonna YOLO Ray. We see Rose going to Zeke. Zeke's gonna banish. What do you banish? What do you banish? What do you banish? Obviously you banish that. That's the other one of the negates, right? You always want to get rid of interactions first so you can play the game, right? Because that's Yu-Gi-Oh! Remember, this doesn't do anything at the moment. This doesn't do anything. This doesn't do anything. This kind of does stuff, so we get rid of that next. Boop. And we want to do damage too, because it's like pretty close. We're going to send Ngai. We're going to be greedy. If it's those. We're going to go into Red Ray. Red Ray. Now, the other option I could do is say I add back multi-roll and then maybe set up Shizuku Shuffle. That's not enough. That's not enough, man. Remember, this is probably Sprite Smasher, so they can just banish on this, banish our multi-roll, screwed, and we lose a Widow Anchor, right? So you gotta get rid of the board somehow, like the entire thing. We got rid of this, so that's gonna come back next turn. That's fine, we can beat over it by then probably, because it's only at 19. And then, yeah, so the correct, or my choice was we gotta add back in Gag. Yeah, if they ashes, maybe we're screwed, right? But, I'm willing to bet they don't have Ash. Sometimes you gotta take that risk, right? I know you ain't got it. There we go. You got it? No, you don't. Search multi-roll. Or search your afterburns. Oh, we draw another one. That's perfect. That's literally the best draw we possibly could have had. So now we can bop both the monsters down to 1. Right? So obviously you bop this so they can't summon another level 2 or whatever. And we destroyed a back row. Oh, JK. It was called by. So, Misty card in hand. Maybe it's Sprite Smasher, right? So now we know for sure it's not Ash. It's not Veiler. It's not Ogre. Because they could have Ogred or Link. Maybe they decide not to. But yeah. It's not Ghost Spell. So you gotta check some boxes, check some boxes. So you gotta predict, like, what else could it be? What else did they play in Sprite? So now, obviously you gotta pop one of these two, right? But which one do you pop? You would pop the Spright Jet. That's the more better decision. Why? Because remember, they sent Ronin Tonin to Grave. If this card in your graveyard, you can banish one frog monster in your graveyard, special summon it. So if we got rid of this, for example, just banish it there and summon Ronin Tonin, pop off from there. We have no interaction, no form of stopping them. And then they can probably kill us because we're only down to 100 life points, right? So that's why you pop that. And it looks like they don't have any frogs in the grave besides that, so that's what you want to do. We're going to boop that. Now we go into Blue Ray. Now you're also wondering, Kevin, why don't you go into Yellow Ray? There's no reason to prevent us from attacking because we're way higher attack than that anyways. Right? So what do you search? Search your short cannon. Why? Because remember, we have no interaction. 0. They summon any other level 2, we are screwed, right? Screwed. So the only form of interactions we have in their you know, their graveyard or whatever is maybe IP Masquerena. That's an option, right? Ogre, that's another option. Because we do play Unicorn now for that play for IP Masquerena. Because remember, we play against a lot of Spright. That's another 200 IQ play you could play. If you go into Nightmare Unicorn, so you can shuffle back whatever they make on their turn. Also cannot be destroyed by card effects, I think. But obviously the con of that is you don't have a Ray on field, and you always kind of want a Ray on field. So the better decision, in my opinion, is the Ogre, because that obviously does the same thing, and we get keep a Ray to make sure all their attack is lower than ours. So there we go. Remember, Ogre, very distinct from all the Ghost Girls because it's the first one. It says you can send this card from your hand or field to the graveyard. So you can use the effect to destroy something on the field as well. Unlike Ash and Ghost Spell, it needs to be from hand to graveyard, right? There you go. So now they're trying to bait this out. No reason to do that. Sure, send your garbage, it doesn't matter. Another frog, go ahead. You're probably wondering, Kevin, why didn't they do that? Why didn't they just banish their other toad and then go into Ronin Toad and then pop off? I mean, they're down to 4 cards. Maybe they're out of gas. Maybe they know they're screwed. If they do that play and then we just Ghost Ogre, they're down to 1 more card or something, right? So there you go. Maybe they decide not to attack anyways. Job start. Now here's a huge misplay on my part. Maybe I was trying to BM too hard. Or not BM, but like, I was too excited. Like, wow, I can't believe we're going to come back from this. The correct play, as you will see, is that, well, it doesn't really matter what we banish. Spright Smasher, that's fine. Right? Literally doesn't matter. The correct play is for us to, well, Ray's gonna come out, right? So we can attack. This will be 500. We're down to 38. Now we can use our very big brain. Well, Kevin, okay. Maybe the last card in the deck, in their hand, was Gamma. Who knows, right? Who knows? Maybe they're playing Gamma. That's my cope. We're trying to play around Gamma, right? It wouldn't matter. So you should have attacked that, Kevin. That would have been 500. You attack with you go bounce into, say, red ray boop. You do that. You go into another green ray, another boop. That's absolutely over 4,300. You could have just had Gamma right there. But I was too dumb. I'm sorry. It's too cold in here. As you can see, I'm like trying to be chill. There you go, upstart. Draw another upstart. I'm so sorry, gang. Hey. But we're gonna give them a little bit of hope. That's my way of saying. We give them hope. I am your hope, you are my hope, I am your J-Hope, right? Shout out BTS. Doesn't matter, past turn, this is a game. Sorry, this is a long-winded explanation, but there's very intricacies in playing Sky Striker, right? Very small things in Sky Striker. Here we go. Boom. Boom. Bing bop boop. Should have done that last turn, but I'm pretty sure they were like fuming. Like, I can't believe it. 100 life points. It's that one decision right there. It's because they got rid of Lava Golem. I think, in my opinion, right? They got rid of Lava Golem. If they kept that instead and did the exact same thing, I'm pretty sure they will have enough damage to kill us, but I don't think it was enough. So, sucks for them. Alright, on to the next one. Hey, we've returned. We have returned for more Striker. Let me know if this is like too long. These videos are too long, but I feel like, again, I'd rather be very specific and explain everything than just like leave some things to guess. Ash it, of course. You have to, otherwise it's just +1. If they have to call by, so be it. It looks like they don't, so let's get good. Set a bunch of cards face down. Oh boy, must be Runic, huh? Alright, we draw a card. We draw Nibiru, that's probably gonna be useless. Obviously you and God, can't be Ash, maybe it's Judgment. Welcome Labrynth. Oh, never mind. It's Labrynth, we chain Maxi. Might as well. I mean, we're not gonna draw too much, I think. So might as well. There's no reason doing their turn, they're just gonna stop. Do it on our turn so we can draw. Lovely Labrynth, hello. You draw an Ash, that's hilarious. Go on Array, right? Do your thing. Go into Red, add back your guy. Now, you're wondering, Kevin, why are you doing this? Why are you playing so blindly? I remember that we have linkage that can dodge basically all their normal traps. Because Lovely needs to have normal traps activated in order for them to destroy a card in our hand, right? So low-key, I also want to get triple attack, this talent going, right? Maybe we steal it, maybe we draw 2 more cards, break their entire board, they have no cards, and they're screwed. So I'm willing to take that risk, right? It's a 1 in 4 chance. Got Gunamas, let's see. We search for Afterburns, pop this, so they don't destroy. No Impulsory Chain. Obviously, we can chain linkers to this. So we can go into Green Ray. So we dodge Compulsory. Now we're down to 2 cards. You're gonna go Ice Dragon Prison. Well, that sucks. That's fine. So that's gonna banish both of them for a turn. You draw another card of Max Cope because that counts. Hey, look. You gotta destroy something in hand, right? At random. 1 in 5 chance. Hey, so long as they don't pop this, we're good. We're absolutely good, right? We're absolutely good. If they don't pop this card or that card, right? If they pop this card, oh wow, that sucks, right? We just steal it, maybe Nightmare Phoenix or something, bop it, boom. They're down to 0 cards. We search for, you know, multi-roll, linkage, whatever we need to at the end of the turn, right? If we need to do that, which I don't think we will. So there's that. Also, If they somehow get rid of this, we got Afterburners pop up, down to 0 cards. What else can you do, gang? And we have Ray coming back from grave, so here you go. So 1 in 5 chance. Hope you're lucky. Yep. I mean, not what ideally, but hey, you know, take it or leave it. Now we can just steal 2. So I'm willing to bet this is a dead card. Going to any Ray, probably not blue Ray, just in case it's another compulsory or something stupid. Right, and they just quit because there's no way for them to come back. Hoopla, wicked. Sorry, Labrynth. On to the next one. Or actually, I don't know. I don't know, just play anti-spells, right? Play anti-spells, play stun, play cancer, whatever you gotta do to win, man. I completely understand. Alright, on to the next one. Hey, we've returned. This one, I think I'll talk more specifically about sequencing and lines of play, right? Because that's very important, especially in Sky Striker when every card kind of matters. They're just gonna pop off. I mean, the choke point kind of is like Gigantic Spright, but it looks like they're gonna have starter anyways. So like, might as well try to get them to get rid of at least one of their link monsters. Or sorry, not link, level 2 monsters. So they're gonna go red to negate. Was that 4? Sorry. Man, Kisses A don't even bother playing around Nib for some reason. 1, 2, 3, 4. Well, yeah, it doesn't matter. Well, that would be 5, then you just negate it anyways, right? So got Ash, they're gonna tribute the other one. That's why I love Spright. I love Spright so much. Such a refreshing deck. Very skilled to play. I mean that seriously, gang. Don't hate me. Don't hate Spright players. They don't deserve it. It takes a lot of skill to end on Spright Elf, Gigantic Spright. We summon another one, go into IP Masquerade. Oh, that's it? Cool. Here we go, let's see what we get. We draw into Afterburners and 3 mystery cards. We gotta deal with a monster effect negation. Which again, we don't got no monsters, doesn't matter. And then remember you can't target this because it's Spright Elf, so sequencing is very important. Now what's the first thing you gotta do? You gotta upstart. Why? 99% of people will not ash this. They will not take the bait for upstart. It's like guaranteed to go through, and maybe you'll draw into like a board breaker, right? 99% of the time people don't ash this, right? So there's that. And they still haven't used their Spright Elf effect yet for some reason to summon Carrot. So at least you can have a spell trap negation, right? I don't know why people don't do that, but if I was playing Spright, I would probably shotgun that immediately, just in case. So we're gonna pop something, pop that. Now they're gonna chain it, sure. Maybe that's why they were just waiting. Right? But if they had that on field and they just chained it, we had no way to stop that. And then we couldn't be able to, probably not be able to pop it, right? Because they could have just negated it. Maybe they let it go through because it doesn't matter at the end. You just want to get one body on board and just redo the entire thing next turn. So probably a good decision. Now we gotta do it. Go and trap. We can do Unumas. Kevin, why did you target that, you stupid? You could have got rid of that easier. You could have just targeted Carrot. Why? Because honestly, I gave them too much credit. I really thought they would take the bait, but they did not. So very smart, very smart. I should have probably targeted that. I mean, it doesn't matter, right? But because we're gonna break the entire board, but like it would have mattered like a little bit. We should have just chained that. So now we're gonna Rhoda. Why did you roll it first instead of Desirous, Kevin? Well, we already have Ray in hand. There's no reason for us to just search another Ray, another Rose. Remember, you don't really want Rose in hand most of the time. You want her in the graveyard so you can set up for Linkage of Decay, right? So now we're down to 3 cards. We're kind of low-key bluffing and thinking we have nothing. So they're gonna either ash this or they're gonna Spright Carrot negate it. Which they ash it. That's cool. That's fun. So now we gotta deal with one more negate. Now, Kevin, we were wondering, why didn't you just normal summon Ray? Remember, we had to have to deal with a monster effect negate or a spell effect negate. Which one is probably more easier to deal with? In my opinion, the spell, because we want to make sure Ray is on field, and also we can maybe be greedy and then Shizuku shuffle if we banish the right things and then set up Ray. So that's why. Because he already played through Ash. We're going to banish YOLO. We banish pretty good. Oh, not really, but pretty good considering. Right, they're gonna tribute to negate it because you have to. Now they're down to 3 cards. All we need is Ray right here. That's great. They're like shivering boots. Now they're out of interaction. Play through everything. Into battle, attack, boop, and be greedy. Absolutely be greedy. We're gonna go Red Ray. Please don't have Veiler, which I'm pretty sure nobody plays. Red Ray, add back Ngag. We got 3 spells in Graves, all good. There we go, Ngag. Search for Photo Anchor, let's go. Let's go! Right there, can't believe it happened again. 2 times this year, that's incredible. I'm gonna draw Dan Cooler. Again, you're probably wondering, okay, why did you search that? Why? Why did you search Horny Drones? Well, the other option we could have searched is probably multi-roll, but we banished that unfortunately. So remember that Spright, yeah, it's a 1-card starter deck, but you need 2 monsters on field somehow, right? So they know we're gonna steal the first one. We go Horny Drones to maybe banish this for a turn, see what happens, right? And deal with it later. Now we can go into Zeke. Please don't nip. Banish it for a turn. Go into Blue Ray. Set our Widow Anchor, steal whatever they need to do. And there you go. Please don't Gamma. Not Gamma. Search linkage. Set up for OTK. Right. Set up for OTK. So they come Runic Destruction. Well, that sucks. We banished our Rose. So yeah, I thought it was pure Spright, but I guess not. Sucks for you, Kevin. We're just gonna pop off, drop it. We had the Desire, so now we're down to 8 cards. That's come back, so now we gotta kill them somehow. Which we easily can, I'm pretty sure. Battle phase, boop. And it just quit anyways. Connection failed means rage quit. Ha ha ha. That's hilarious, right? Just keep your line of play matter, gang. Your lines of play matter. You want to bait your opponent into doing things that they normally like you gotta make your opponent honor things is what I'm trying to say, right? That's the key to Yu-Gi-Oh! Especially you play something like Striker where every decision, every card you activate matters, right? Because I mean they had to, right? If they don't ash the desires, then you draw 2 cards, you draw board breakers, they lose. You know what I mean? So, oh well. Alright. Now we'll move on to viewer replay of the day. Hey, we're back. Thank you to Looker for sending today's replay of the day. Alrighty. Let's see what you got, fam. Luck is my skill is what he says. That's absolutely true. Luck is absolutely a skill. Because if it wasn't a skill, or if it didn't matter, then why do they put it in video games? You tell me, gang. We got Rosie O'Donnell, called by Shark, why did I say Sharkan? Hornet Drones, stupid. Widow Anchor and Droplet. So we got the outs, hopefully. 40 card deck, you'd love to see it. Let's check extra deck real quick. Ooh, Lina, yeah. Double Zeke, Lina. I think that's the only difference really between me and yours, I think. I'm playing Phoenix, but hey. So long as you're gonna hit with anti-spell or whatever, it's all good. Let's play. Oh, Spright. I love Spright. Everybody loves Spright, right? Of course. Spright Blue, search, Carrot. Carrot? So that means they probably have Jet, huh? Jet? Yeah, Jet search starter? Oh, Smasher. So maybe they have starters or they don't need it. Let's go. Gigantic Spright. This is very confusing because I think a lot of Spright players, maybe, I don't want to say bad, but they don't play around Nib for some reason. That's 1, right? 2. 3, 4, this will be 5, so if you had Nib, they'd be screwed. Right? I don't know why people don't play around Nib anymore, so that's dumb. But hey, you have Droplet, so it's all good. Swap Frog. Well, that's not true. I'm dumb. They have the red and carrot already, but you know, what if you had Imperm, yeah? What if you had Imperm in your hand, so you can negate the carrot? There you go. And then red would negate the other thing, and then maybe you had another Imperm, right? That's my wishful thinking, but yeah, that's funny, right? Happy Masquerina? Yeah, we all know. Oh, they just leave these 2 as gates. That's fine. Probably smash it right there. Oh, Ngag is pretty good. What happens? Ngag, Ash, or negate? They don't negate. Maybe they just don't want to take the bait, but honestly, 99% of the time you should negate this immediately. Because now, you have 1 spell engraved, and then what other, you know, Skyjacker cards you may have in your hand. You're 1 step closer to getting the bonus effect. So let's see. Afterburners, yeah. Target. Happy Masquerina, sure. Yeah, Droplet, definitely. Send Rose. To negate, yeah. Can't respond with monster effect, sure. 2 of those things, yep. Pop that. Oh, it sucks, huh? Like it resolves backwards, so you don't get the 3 stale card bonus to pop the smashes probably. Rosy Dawn's gonna come out there, negate. You can chain Widow Anchor now to steal it. Now they can chain smashers, I guess, if they want. Cool. Get Rosie O'Donnell. It's pretty good. Let's see, would you go into Zeke? Yeah, Zeke banish Happy Masquerena for a turn. Smashers, they chain. Now personally, I wouldn't have activated the effect. I think you, I don't know. I mean, it worked out in the end, right? You're trying to bait out the smashers, probably, right? But if you, let's say you banish that and that resolves or they let it go, that means their second main phase, or you know, when it comes back, the effect still can proc, and then if they have any other monsters, maybe that can screw you, right? So personally, I would have just like tried to run over this without activating its effect. But I mean, it worked out because they're dumb, I guess. Right? So now you can go into Horny Drones. Let's see, they have Maxi? No, they don't. But these two are probably starter cards, huh? Enter battle, send Ray. Ray. Here we go. Let's add back. And guy with Widow Anchor. I mean, with Red Ray, sorry. Again, maybe it doesn't matter, right? But I always try to do pointing arrow towards the center. Kind of like Blue Ray, right? Blue Ray on this side, and then Red Ray on this side, just in case, because of you know, Link 2s, they're more than likely going to have you know, a V or whatever down left, down right? So you'll never know what might come up. You might, they're playing against, I don't know, Pendulums, Heavy Metal Foes, Electromite, right? Is 2 here, and then you have 1 there. They can special summon an extra deck thing, right? So sometimes it comes up, probably doesn't matter. Oh, they got Veiler? You got called by. No skill, son. So now they're down to probably starter card, huh? I would assume so. Probably another copy of one of these things. Did I Shizuki Shuffle? Hope this is an Ogre. Oh, no, drop it. Neat. Just hope it ain't Ogre. There you go. That's why. Set that. Why not? Try to Shizuki Shuffle. Probably. Would he banish? Probably one of the frogs. There you go. Reset. Reset your Widow Anchor. You just steal the monster, and then that's probably it. Let's see what happens. GG? GG. Hey. That's how you do it. It just depends on little things, right? Like, I really think if they just negated the engage just straight up, well, you had outs to it technically, right, with the drop play and everything, so maybe they were screwed regardless. But still, I don't know, I feel like you don't ever try to let that at least, you know, attempt to not resolve engage, because if engage resolves and you have starter card, you're gonna like search and then you fill up your graveyard with spells and then you get bonus effects, right? So that's always bad. But thank you, Looker, for sharing your replay. Please look forward to your Ray sticker, or check your email if you haven't already, so please check. All right, and of course, you got replays to send me. Yours gets picked, I will send you a Ray sticker. Haha, look, I still got a stack. All right, see you guys around. Janet. This is my outro song for free YouTube monies. Give me some likes and sub for me, please.